All right, let's do my 8 hour day first. So I did one 8 hour day. Um, it was with the trick of silently repeating when I noticed myself translating, I would do the silently repeat a few words, and that would get me back on track. Anyways, so that day I was like really thrilled with that technique. I'm like, well, how much can I do? And honestly, I could do six, but I wanted to make a video about my 8 hour day. So, yeah, it wasn't a great idea because I should have stopped at six. Eight was too much because I was kind of burnt out then. I was burnt out for, I think, like a week. And I jumped back down to 3 hours, three or four, a couple of 2 hour days before I kind of got my mojo back. And I'm sticking at three right now. Um, Three is just kind of nice and easy, and it's enjoyable to me at three. Whereas if I get in the higher numbers, I'm not sure I'm having as much fun. Um, all right, so that's all about my 8 hour day. Now, motivation. So I don't know if you guys like Mr. Salis, but it's great because it's native content. It's for natives learning English. The nice thing about that kind of native content. Oh, this is a recommendation. I'll give you another one at the end. So I would recommend Mr. Salis because he talks about language learning. And strangely, I'm interested in language learning. I'm always trying to figure out how to do this a little easier, a little better. And it's interesting content. And he had a guy on, and they were talking about motivation, and I was just like, what? What do I need motivation for? They're like, well, you have to define your motivation and make it into a list, and know why it's your motivation. It's not good enough to have this kind of motivation. You need the kind of motivation where it's always with you. And I'm like, what? Is this like an AA meeting? Like, it's ridiculous. What's better than motivation? What's better is, like, I don't know, the first time I sat down and I watched um uh uh sorry, Augustina. The first time I watched Augustina, like intermediate, and I'm like, holy crap. I can understand what she's saying, like most of it. That's fun, right? Um my Mexican friend, when she sees if I'm nearby and she sees me, she'll speak like a little more slowly and clearly so I can be like, she's like, wave me over later and be like, could you understand it? I'm like, well, you're talking about, getting groceries or whatever. Um, Anyhow, that's a lot of fun, right? So, uh, the goal here is to make it fun. Motivations are all well and good. Um, I don't know if motivations will get you through 1,000 hours. Uh, I mean, do whatever it takes that first 50, that first 200, like whatever gets you through, man, because those are a little, it's not, it's a little rough in the beginning, and it gets easier all the time to kind of entertain yourself. So that's my take on it. Fun crushes a good motivation. It crushes it. I mean, think about it. What do you do when you come home and you want to play video games to relax? You come home and you want to watch um, some podcasts when you get home, or listen to some podcasts. You're relaxing. Um, that's where you want to be. You want to find that content that is that fun, or get as close to enjoying yourself as you can. For me, I enjoy it. I think everyone else does too, because probably wouldn't be here if you didn't. All right, let's do the recommendation. And Worlds Across podcast. That's a newer one. Like it. I've listened to two. It's probably touching the advanced. It probably goes between intermediate and advanced and kind of jumps back and forth because they are, I think all three are Spanish teachers. So they tend to speak a little more clearly. Um, but it's at like a native speed with clear enunciation. So that's it. Love you, fellow. Nah, love. That's too strong. um, love you guys. We'll try it. Love you, fellow Poblonians. Please comment below. Some interesting comments. Yeah, some interesting comments below that really made me think. Uh, I'll have to do a comments video. I don't know, next week or whatever. So, anyways, I'm at. Oh, I'll pull up the chart. 544. 544 hours. Okay, thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.